was not messing with Hassan Campbell at all. You know what I'm saying? And then he started talking about me, liking little girls. That's calling me a scraper. That's calling me a scraper. So once he started calling me a scraper, there's no boundaries on what I can say back to you, homie. Like respectfully, you disrespecting me, nigga. It's three things. I tell these niggas, I'm not a gangster. I'm not a thug neither, but I'm a hooligan, you heard? Like, yeah, through and through. I'm not a gangster. I'm not a thug. I'm a hooligan. And I'm saying, and gangsters, thugs, hooligans, they all, it's three things that can knock all of them niggas off of what they standing on, you heard? Being a mook, being a scrapo, and telling on somebody. So he tried to assassinate me. He see me rising on the internet. He see me climbing on the internet and try to shoot some shit out there and thought that was gonna handle what I had going on. Como? You bitch ass nigga. And I fried him. And he ain't been the same on the internet ever since. And this is a fact. Everybody will tell y'all that. But hold up. Let's finish listening to this bozo nigga.
The internet, my nigga. You had something to get off your chest. I had something to get off my chest. We should have been met up and got it off our chest. All this back and forth, that back and forth should have been stopped a long.
The back and forth should have been stopped a long time ago. We should have met up and got something off our chest. I seen you meet up with 10 Toes Down. You did nothing. I seen you meet up with Sinetta. You did nothing. You on there telling Sinetta, I said, once my mother died, I was going to do something to you. And you ain't do nothing to him. But you swore to your mother, if she died, that you was going to do something to that man. You met up with him, you ain't do nothing. You met up with 10 Toes Down, you ain't do nothing. You was beefing with 5 Guard. He said all type of foul things about you and your... and Daddy. He don't want to put us on. That you had mad multiple hippos running around. He don't want to put us on. Now you back around him. You met up with him. What you want to meet up with me for? Hold up. Hold up. Let me remind you. You see the thumbnail? You said that man did something to you when you was a little kid. You said that man did... You don't got no issue with him? You don't got no issue with him? How you got an issue with me? How you gonna meet up and do something with me and you met up with this nigga and took this picture? You got the same hat on that you got when you was in the park talking about you was exposing them. But you had the old timer in the park. The old timer wasn't in the park saying Bam was doing nothing to no little kids. He was in the park saying everybody knew how the nigga was. Everybody already knew how that nigga was, man. Yeah. Nigga was like, yo, you sure Bam ain't do nothing to you? Like, nigga, I ain't know. He said, yo, I ain't no F word. Yeah, like, what you mean, nigga? I ain't no F word. What you mean do something to me? But look. How you want to meet up with me and do what? The same thing you did when you met up with this nigga that was doing something to you when you was a little kid? So you want to meet up with me and do something with me like what? Like what? The same, take a picture? What you want to meet up with me and do? Take a picture? You want to meet me and take a picture? That's what you saying? Because I don't get that. How can you? I seen you meet up with 10 Toes Down. You ain't do nothing. I seen you meet up with 5 Guard. You ain't do nothing. I seen you meet up with Sinetta, you ain't do nothing. I seen you meet up with Bambada, and you ain't do nothing. But you want to meet up with me because of what I said on the internet? But you want to meet up and do something? What we could have said? We could have took a picture and squashed it? You want to meet up and squash it? Because you don't want to get busy, nigga. You don't want to get busy, nigga. And why would you want to get busy with me and I only said something to you and you claim that this nigga who you in the picture with yapped your little yeeks, nigga. Nigga yapped your little yeeks from you, let you tell it, and you met up with him when you was, look at you, you had muscles. Look at you, you was a grown-ass adult. You got, look at you. Look how grown you was in this picture, bro. Look how grown you are. I don't get it. Why you want to meet up with me? And do what? You said this nigga violated you to the fullest extent. He took your manhood from you. He took your manhood from you. Come on. Como? And you wanna? I'm telling you, every time you make a video, I just make you look more stupider and stupider. But I'm about to make you look mad stupid. Cause this is part of it. And this is part of it. I'll let you finish.
Time ago. But see, here's the reality of it, right? Man to man, you can't handle me. You can't, you don't equal, you do not equal up to me, my nigga. You sitting up there talking about, oh, you got...
Man to man, I don't consider you a man, brother. I don't consider you a man. Because I saw you in pictures with Africa Bambaataa. I don't consider you a man. You a light-skinned joint. Yeah, you a light-skinned joint, nigga. You said that nigga thawed you, and you got pictures, multiple. More than 4. Hold up. Hold up. No, we ain't gonna lose that. More than 4. We ain't gonna lose that, right? Hold up. Hold up. Hold on. That's another one. There's another picture with you with that nigga. So we got that one. That's one. That's one picture. 2 pictures. Three pictures. 4 pictures. 5 pictures. Let's get to that.
Yo, we out here. We were zip with the drip. Let's get to that.
So let's get to that.
Where Jordan at? Where Jordan went back downstairs?
Oh,
The words of Zip with the Drip. Let's get to that. Let's get to that.
let's get to that. Hold on, let's get to that.
Let's get to that.
Let's get to that.
Okay, let's get to that. Women.
Let's get to that.
Harry, let's get to that.
Let's get to that. Let's get to that.
Shout out to Zip.
Let's get to that.
Now, let's get to that.
Even I started with a zip. Let's get to that.
Let's get to that.
How I know what I... He said he got a zip for me. Shit, let's get to that.
Smoking out the zip, no drip. Now let's get to that.
Yeah, you know that. Let's get to that.
Back, let's get to that, right? Yo, this the Mayor Newberg right here.
Yeah, let's get to that.
Right.
Is that Zip with the Drip?
Nah, Zip with the Drip. That's my nigga. Zip with the Drip. I don't think it was just a random. Zip with the Drip, my nigga. Zip with the Drip on our side.
Yeah, Zip is
Zip,
hilarious.
he's hilarious, B.